one thing that I would love for us to do in this activity is to practice creating auto-filled tables in Desmos, which is one of the very cool things Desmos can do for us. So we're going to be looking at different quadratic functions and then filling them in based on what x values they're giving us. So the first thing I'm going to do is make a table. So plus and then table here. I'm going to change this y sub 1 to f of x sub 1. So what I'm going to do is copy x with a little 1, and then type f parentheses, and then paste that x sub 1. Sub 1 just means little 1. Okay, so now I have an equation, and you have to label it f of x. So f of x equals x squared. And then Math IXL is giving us a variety of different x values. So I see the first one is -1, the second one is 0, and then I have 1, and then I have 2. So what this is saying is when x is all these different numbers, what is the output? What is your y value? So I'm just going to go down and fill in based on my table. When x is -1, y is 1. Next I have 0. Next I have 1. Next I have 4. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. We love to see it. Okay. Now this one looks a little bit different, but in order for me to not have to keep typing stuff in to Desmos or having to keep rearranging things, we're just going to pretend that this b is an x. So anytime you see b, we're changing it to x. This is going to be x squared plus 5x. So instead of b squared plus 5b, I have x squared plus 5x. And I'm going to get rid of these x values. And now I see they're asking me for -6. They're asking me for -5. They're asking me for -4 and -3. So what I did was just put these x values over here, and now I know what my outputs are. I've got a 6, a 0, a -4, and a -6. Lovely. Let's do one more of these together. So now I have 2x squared. Changing that into x, not a big deal. 2x squared. And I'm going to take out my x values because they no longer want these ones. But they do want -3, they want -2, -1, and 0. And this is great. You can see these little green dots popping up on our black graph. Your colors are probably different, not a big deal, but you can see the dots on the graph. And type in my outputs on the table. And that is all. You're going to need a SMART score of 50 or higher, so make sure you get that and upload to Echo.